on the poor. However, when after a while there was a danger of war from the Roman Empire, Hadhrat Abu Ubaidah, the governor of Syria, returned all the tax to the Christians, telling them that because he might not be able to provide them protection, he had no excuse to keep any tax. At this, the Christians were so impressed that they said, without hesitation, that they pray that Muslims may become victorious over the Romans and then become rulers of this country once again, because the Muslims not only do justice but also do good to us. The urge for real peace comes from the heart, and the voice that comes from the heart is only one that establishes real peace, because it is based on love and warmth. There are many such instances that occurred during the time of the Holy Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and during the time of his successors. And the real reason was that those people were standard bearers of justice and equity because they had real fear of God in their hearts. Therefore, the impression that world peace was destroyed due to the concept of God and religion is absolutely wrong. Indeed, if today the world inclines towards God, then the nations will try to establish peace in the world by rising above their personal and political interests. Peace that is brought about by human efforts cannot be long-lasting. Similarly, the disorder and unrest that exists in some countries can be sorted out by negotiations in due course if there is no outside interference. On the other hand, if the poor countries want the help of the rich countries, they should improve their organizational infrastructure, make education easily available, and help to eliminate poverty. Every country that is being aided should be given a target to work according to a prescribed plan for a number of years, and should be warned that if they do not meet those targets and achieve the goals set for them, their aid would be stopped. This will in itself create a sense of responsibility among the masses of those countries, and this will be an act of goodness that will help to foster peace in those countries. But we observe in today's world that there are insincere sweet words and hollow agreements to establish peace. A great deal of noise is made for development aid as well. All this is being done not to help the poor people, but to gain political advantage. And it does not produce satisfactory results. Above all, nowadays, there is a race for new inventions, for mass destruction, that has made the rich and developed countries so immersed in developing new weapons, missiles, nuclear bombs, and research for the destruction of mankind, that it seems as if their preference is not to save humanity and create peace, but to destroy the world. Then again, poverty, starvation is increasing in the developing countries. But whether they are victims of their own pride and ego, or they suffer from insecurity, they are also trying to join in this race of amassing weapons. It appears that despite the worry that peace is disappearing from this world and the search for how it can be established, in practice, more attention is being paid to develop weapons of mass destruction. Therefore, those countries who want to be standard bearers of peace should sit down together and work out how the world can be saved from destruction. When thinking of that, they should remember their Creator and then think for the betterment of His creation. But remember that the path the world has chosen today, the effect of instability, will not be confined to just one country, but will spread all over the world. It is quite possible that we will witness many examples like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, or even worse. Therefore, my request to you is to search inside yourself and look at the benevolent Creator. We must not leave our next generation handicapped and disabled because of our mistakes. Today, we must establish peace to save our future generation from a life of disability. We must not let our future generation sink into the pit of darkness from which our ancestors brought us out to where we are today. It will be a height of selfishness if for